Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is, what is on its way to you? Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that's the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone ever reaches out to you, please know that that is not me. All right, what is on its way to you? Can we have a card for pile number 1? I feel like that's it. Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? And can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 3. Pile number 1, you have clarity, and you have the blue tiger's eye. Pile number 2, you have dreams and the strawberry quartz. And pile number 3, you have prosperity and the apatite. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards. It's perfectly fine to choose more than one pile if you feel drawn to more than one. And I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the blue tiger's eye, and your card is clarity. The first thing that I felt when I turned this card over is that there's some sort of decision to make about something going on in your life. And I feel that this decision has something to do with movement somehow. So moving away from something or moving towards something, or allowing something to kind of fade away that's in your life currently, or an idea you had, or something like that. But there definitely seems to be some kind of decision that needs to be made. And Spirit says definitely, try to clear anything that's going on in your life that is creating a sense of cloudiness, because I'm seeing clouds that is preventing the clarity. So there's a lot of different things that could be creating the clouds, which could be exactly the decision that you need to make, if that makes sense. So Spirit is saying, in order to get clarity, it's important that for at least part of your day, you can kind of clear your mind and kind of clear that fog away, the clouds away, so that you can allow those downloads to come in, which is your intuition. I'm also feeling like there can be a form of communication that comes in for you that will bring you clarity, that will allow this movement forward that I'm seeing here. And I do feel that the correct path forward will be crystal clear. Like, it will be obvious which way you should be moving. And so I feel for you, pile number 1, there's actually like 2 things that are on its way to you. I feel number 1, it's clarity. And then because I keep picking up, there's some sort of decision that you need to make. And so then I think the other thing that's on its way to you is what happens after you make this decision. All right, what can you tell us for pile number 1? So you have reflecting pool and stillness. It's also number 33. So definitely the number 33 is telling me that Spirit is going to be communicating with you, and you're going to be seeing synchronicities. I'm already seeing one here. Look at the purple color. I mean, that's like literally the same purple color on both of these cards. So definitely synchronicities are going to be important for you. Another thing, stillness. This is exactly what I was saying, that Spirit was showing me, that it's very important that you are able to listen to your intuition during this time. because by doing that, everything is going to become crystal clear to you which direction you should be going. And like I said, you need some kind of stillness, some time in your day to be still, to be calm, to seek that clarity, okay? Now, I see also that once you make this decision, there's a lot of growth happening. And I feel that with this decision, and because you're going to have clarity, right? So you're going to be making the right decision. And with that, things become more stable, things are more grounded, and like I said, there's growth. There's also movement, because I feel like right now there's kind of a lack of movement, which could be a number of things. So you could be in a situation that's not moving, like a situation that you're in could be stagnant. And once you make a decision to stay or go, even if you choose to stay in that situation, I think just making a decision one way or the other will release some of that stagnancy. So that's one way that things could start moving. And then the other way is that if you're trying to choose between option A and option B, in either one of those decisions, you will be moving metaphorically or literally towards something. Then once you make that decision, there's movement. And until you make that decision, there's like a lack of movement. So I definitely feel like there's kind of two things going on for you. All right, what else would you like to say to pile number 1, please? I feel like this card should come out. Ooh, I love that. See, I'm talking about movement, and you have the bird, and then you also have this animal down here, which looks like a horse. It might be a unicorn. I can't tell if it's the plant growing here or if this horse has a unicorn horn on it. But either way, there's movement, right? Horses always represent movement. And remember I told you, I feel like there could be some sort of communication with the clarity over here that's going to bring you clarity. And then you have the bird here, which to me definitely can indicate communication. And you have happiness here. So this is what I'm talking about, where your situation right now that you're in, you may feel stuck. You may feel stuck in between 2 decisions. You may feel stuck in between 4 or 5 decisions. Maybe you have too many options and you're not sure which one should I accept? Where should I go? What's the best thing for me? Okay. And then others of you may feel like you don't have options right now and you may just kind of feel stuck, right? It just depends on your individual situation because this is a general reading. However, what I'm seeing is that once you get clarity, once you can sit still for a minute and clear your mind, and you get this clarity, and then you make a decision and start moving forward, you usher in this happiness, okay? And also what's important is this is number 7, which aligns with the Chariot in the tarot deck. So that is movement, okay? So there's definitely going to be some movement for you as you work through this time right now. And I feel like this is a little bit of a difficult time where you are right now, but just rest assured that clarity is coming in, decisions are coming in, communication's coming in. And it could be the communication that makes it crystal clear what direction you should be going. Okay. I feel it's also important with stillness to wait for a sign, especially because this is number 33, which is a sign, right? So try to be comfortable being still right now and waiting for a sign, waiting for some sort of communication. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 1? I feel like this one wants to come out. Ooh, you have eggplant, dragon, and fun. So look at this. You have happiness and you have fun here. So things are not always going to be the way they are right now because it feels a bit stressful right now. It feels like there's a bit of anxiety. I'm getting something about like anxiously waiting for something, anxiously trying to figure something out. For some of you, time is an issue with your situation. And some of you are like, okay, I can't wait much longer. Like, I need to know what direction I'm going. I need to know, I need this, I need that. And it seems to be sparking kind of a panic for some of you. And Spirit says to just, hang tight. This information is coming in, and then everything's going to make sense. And then once you can move forward, you have happiness and you have fun. Okay, so this is also what's on its way to you. So you have answers, you have clarity, you have communication, you have happiness and fun that are also on their way to you. All right, what else would you like to say to pile number 1, please? Okay, this one clearly wants to come out. Ooh, interesting. You have honeydew and dragon and gratitude. And look, there's a little bee here. Does this have to do with work for some of you? And then others of you, I'm getting communication again with the bee. I'm also getting with the bee that something's going to be buzzing in your ear, which could be that communication that I'm feeling. It could be your intuition. It could be that sign, the synchronicities. You could literally see, like, I'm seeing someone being on, like, talking to somebody on the phone or texting somebody or sending an email or reading an email or a text message or something like that, right? And a bee literally comes into the room, or if you're outside when this happens, a bee literally comes and lands, on your chair or your leg or something like that. So that's obviously not going to happen for everybody, but I am seeing that there's something, with this bee. For some of you, you will literally see a bee. Maybe you'll see a bee on TV or something like that, right? So just keep that in mind also as you go forward. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? What is on its way to pile number 1? The 2 of Wands. The first thing I saw when we were doing the pick-a-pile, when I was laying out your cards, I told you, and I turned over the clarity card, instantly I saw that you had a decision to make. That's what the 2 of Wands is talking about here. Very interesting. There's a lot going on in this card. Remember I told you that right now it seems like you have clouds, things are cloudy, and you need that clarity. Look at the clouds here. And then look here, it looks like fire back here. So it looks like some of you are going through a restructuring in your life. Some of you want to just level everything in your life and start all over. Some of you have this great burning desire to achieve something. Some of you have a great passion for something. And you maybe, this passion, maybe you have multiple options. Whatever it is in your particular situation, there's a decision to be made. And it feels like there could be a sense of stubbornness going on, either in your current situation or stubbornness with getting answers, communication from another piece of this puzzle. It seems like you're at a standstill right now, which makes sense because I saw that another thing that's coming into your life is that movement, right? And this is exactly how it feels right now. This is how it felt when I was first looking at your energy. It's like there's a standstill, and you need to break this standstill by making a decision. But some of you can't make this decision until you have clarity, and some of you can't get that clarity until you get this form of communication. Or some of you can't get any of this until you breathe, you sit down, you try to relax, you try to release that anxiety, which will also release these clouds, and then you can see things clearly. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Yeah, see, there's something going on here where you either can't make a decision or you can't decide between one thing or another. What's interesting about this Four of Cups, this particular Four of Cups in this deck, is that in, the traditional tarot, there's typically 3 cups and then one other cup is like in the sky and someone's handing this other cup to the person down here. But here, you have 2 cups here that this person is looking at. So once again, we're seeing that there seems to be a decision that needs to be made here. And this person here, you can clearly see, they seem confused. They don't know what to do. They're looking at these 2 options. And it almost seems like the way this person is right now, are they equal? How can I choose between these 2? Or it's like, if I choose this cup here, then I have to let go of this cup here. But if I hold on to this cup here, I can't have what I need over here. So it's a very, very sticky predicament that seems to be going on. But Spirit says, don't worry. Everything's going to work out. You're going to get clarity, right? What's on its way to you? That's our question today. So clarity is on its way to you and movement is on its way to you. And then fun. And you're going to be so grateful once you see this movement starting to happen in your life. You have the Knight of Cups, and do you see what I'm talking about? This, literally, the Knights are movement. And this is the Knight of Cups. So this is showing that you're moving in the right direction. This is showing me that you were able to tap into your intuition. This is showing me that you were able to hear those downloads from the universe, from your spirit guides, and you're moving forward. You're no longer stuck, as we see here. So clarity, you have clarity here. You got some sort of answer and you're going forward. Another thing with the Knight of Cups is that I feel, especially with this particular Knight of Cups, I feel that you're moving forward at a moderate pace. You're not in a hurry. See, I feel right now there's some sort of sense of urgency. However, once a decision is made, that sense of urgency seems to dissipate a little bit. Because the crisis right now seems to be that you don't know what decision to make. And then once that crisis passes, so what's on its way to you is clarity and a decision, and then there's movement forward. So it's like once that decision is made, I think that's the hardest part. And then you don't have to just, run into whatever this decision is. You feel like, okay, I can kind of relax now. I can have some fun. And I'm so grateful that I was able to see the information I needed to see so I can make this decision and I can start moving forward. And I think also, like I said, the other thing that's coming into your life is whatever is after this decision. And I feel like you're really going to enjoy whatever is after this decision. And then we have the Queen of Swords, yeah. So this Queen of Swords, see, I can't talk. This Queen of Swords is looking at facts, taking emotions out of it, taking that sense of urgency out of it, looking at the way things really are. See, this is your clarity right here. So you have clarity. And also, okay, another thing that's happening, another reason why you're able to get clarity with this Queen of Swords is because with the Queen of Swords, things have started to slow down a little bit. So with the Page and the Knight of Swords, there is a tremendous amount of energy and it's kind of like flying towards something very, very quickly, okay? Now, once we get to the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, that sense of urgency, like this has to be done like immediately right now. I have to make a decision like yesterday. Okay, that is dissipating, which is what I was saying with the Knight of Cups, right? But here with the Queen of Swords, you're getting that information, you're getting that communication, whatever it is, that is bringing in that sense of clarity. And and then at this point, it's like, okay, I can relax. I can look at the information that I have, and then I can make an informed decision, and then I can move forward. Now, what's interesting, it looks to be a book underneath the Queen's arm right here. You're definitely getting a piece of information. Now, this can also be indicating that some of you need to do some more research. And by doing that research, that's how you're going to find the information that you need to make an informed and correct decision. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Well, this is very interesting, this particular Wheel of Fortune. Do you see this person over here? See, this is what I'm saying. This is the energy I'm picking up right now. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to make a decision. I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out. I can't think. I can't sleep. I'm anxious and I feel stuck. I don't know what's going on. It's interesting. Look down here. There's a rock right here that could potentially cause this person to trip on the rock, right? And then there's a rock right here. So it's like treading very carefully as you make this decision. And how would you do that? Well, you would do that if you had clarity, right? Otherwise, you could trip on these rocks here. And so I see, number one, you need to be careful with the decision that you make here, because by making the right decision, you're going to have the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to have amazing luck with something. And also, you need to be very careful here, because if you're stuck in this right here, this anxiety, and if you're not still and you're not reflecting, how can you actually move forward? So you're going to feel stuck longer. Now, what is on its way to you is the other half of this Wheel of Fortune, which is this side here. And look at how beautiful and vibrant it is compared to this side. So things are going to start moving. You're getting clarity. You're making the right decision. And you're going to know, like, I'm telling you, it's going to be crystal clear what decision you need to make. And then we have the Page of Wheels. So this is the Page of Pentacles. And this is exactly, like, your cards are just telling this beautiful story here. So the Page of Wheels, the Page of Pentacles, this is showing me, especially with this book right here, okay? You're getting the information and you're doing your due diligence. You're doing the research that you need to do in order to make an informed decision. And I feel also that sense of urgency that you feel right now, at least some of you do, that fades away so that you can make a truly informed decision. You can say, okay, what is the best path for me? Because I don't know if you can see this right here, but the wheat or whatever this is here is down. So it's like creating a path right here. So your path forward is going to be clear as day. Okay. It's almost literally like this, where it's like this opening just appears for you and you say, okay, that's it right there. That's my answer. I'm going to choose either option A or B. You choose it, you go forward, and you're starting to build upon whatever this new chapter of your life is. Okay. So this is also what's on its way to you, a new path, new opportunity, new options. And there's greater, like a greater sense of structure, a greater sense of growth potential, and also fun. There's something fun and happiness that's connected to this decision that you're going to be making. Okay, here we have the Three of Swords. So this is a couple things going on here. I feel that with your decision, it's like, how can I choose between these options? So it's either, or not either, but it could be for some of you like, well, if I choose, hold on, I got to move these up just a little bit. If I choose option A, then I'm going to have to say goodbye to where I am right now, or I'm going to have to pass up the opportunity that is presented in option B. I feel also some of you are in a situation where something is no longer working for you, like a romantic relationship, a job, a career, where you're living, a friendship, a family connection, something like that. And I feel that some of you are in the place right now where you're wondering, should I leave this particular person, place, or thing? And even when we know that we're not in the right place, it can still be really difficult to leave something. Like if you're in a relationship and you know that it's just not working, right? Or if you're in a job and you love the people you work with, you love what you're doing, but it's just not working anymore. It can be so difficult to leave that situation, right? But it must be done in order for you to have this movement forward. So just know that this is temporary, okay? This is very, very temporary. Because what happens after you make your decision, see right here, this is your decision-making process here. After that, you have happiness, fun, and gratitude. Yeah, so this is what you have to look forward to in this new situation here. The Page of Wands, yeah, so Spirit says follow your heart when you make this decision, especially because you have the Knight of Cups here and the Page of Wands. So follow your passion, follow your heart, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is going to guide you. And it's okay to stay still or to slowly start progressing towards something, gathering more information as you go. It's okay to do that. It's okay to take things slow before you commit 100%. So just know that answers are coming in, clarity's coming in, do lots and lots and lots of research, and you're going to know exactly where you're supposed to be going. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, there's a lot of emotion connected to this. And again, listen to your intuition. You're very protected as you go forward, and you're going to land in the right spot. There's a lot of abundance also connected to what's coming into your life once you make this decision. And it's something that's going to be or is very near and dear to your heart. Okay. See, I feel for a lot of you, you have a decision to make about staying where you are or pursuing something that's calling your heart. And it's a difficult decision because in order to pursue something, you're going to have to leave something behind. It's a very, very, very difficult, stressful, anxiety-provoking situation that you're in. But Spirit says it's all going to be worth it in the end. Just try to let go, Spirit says, of that anxiety so that you can make a clear decision, because it kind of feels like you just need to rip off the Band-Aid, so to speak. And like this right now is the hardest part. Once you make that decision, then you have all of these amazing things that start to come into your life. The Chariot, where did we see the Chariot before? It was right here with happiness. And this is what I'm saying. Once you start going, once you make that decision, things become easier. Okay, you feel better. And everything starts to work in your favor. That's another thing that's important. Everything starts to work in your favor. And another thing, the Queen of Swords and the Chariot card, I'm telling you, there's something about communication, receiving some sort of communication, some kind of documentation, a conversation you have with somebody, something connected to research that you do. All of this stuff is going to culminate in your decision-making process. Information is on its way to you so that you can gain clarity and move on and, start moving toward whatever this is that you have great passion for, whatever's in your heart. With the Page of Pentacles here, it could be that you're wanting to move to a new location. It could be a new job. It could be pursuing like some kind of career or hobby that's truly in your heart, and you feel like this is like your life purpose or something like that. And you feel like maybe I should leave my current career or my current job and pursue this. Okay, so maybe you're wondering like, well, can I make money doing this? Or, how is this all going to work? Well, the information is coming into your vision. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you feel so much balanced. You feel so just free once you make this decision. And like I said, it's for some reason it seems like you might be able to do two things at once, where you can, maybe your decision is to stay where you are right now, but while you're still there, you're doing research about where you want to go. So maybe right now you have so much anxiety that you can't even think clearly. And maybe you just need to calm down, sit in stillness, but do this research to make an informed decision. And then you can say, okay, now I know what I want. Now I'm going to choose option B over A, or vice versa. Okay, should I take the, I need to take both. So this is the one on top. So we're going to take this first and then we'll look at that one. Okay, so the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you have a lot of decisions to make. You have some options, and it looks like, see, this is what I was saying earlier. It's almost like every option looks the same. Almost every option has the same risk, the same benefit, the same advantage. And it looks like this because you can't see clearly. You can't see what is in each of these cups right now because you have this cloudiness here. So everything in each of these cups will become clearer once you allow this information to come in, or once you get this communication from someone or something. Now let's see what your very last card is. Oh my gosh, I love that this card was stuck there. Wow, this is a huge, huge sign for you. Huge sign. Victory. What is on its way to you? Victory. First of all, you're conquering your fear about this decision. You're making the right decision. And then once you move forward with this decision, with the options that you have regarding this decision, you land on top. The other thing, remember here you have this horse down here, and then here you have the horse, but not just that. On this bird spirit, you have the horse and you have the bird. And on this Six of Wands, you have the horse and you have the bird, which further confirms this bird here. You need this missing piece of information to make a decision. That missing piece of information is on its way to you. And then the other thing that's on its way to you is the horse, which equals movement. And then you have multiple, let me put it like that so you can see the bird also. And then you have multiple things coming together. Yeah, very, very interesting reading. I wish you so much luck with whatever you have going on here. And if you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the strawberry quartz, and your card is dreams. So I feel what is on its way to you is literally a dream that you have, a goal that you have, something you've been looking forward to, something you've been hoping for, something you've been manifesting. It's on its way to you. Okay. So if you haven't been really kind of doing your best to manifest a dream that you have, Spirit says it's time to do that now. And once you start doing that, then it's going to be on its way to you. Okay, so either way, wherever you are in the process, this vision that you have of something that you want, it's getting closer to you. Okay, and it's literally on its way to you. So I feel like there could be opportunities that are coming into your life. I feel that something is starting to shift into place. I feel obstacles are starting to be removed. And I feel that if you haven't seen things starting to line up yet, you will very soon. And I also feel that Spirit says listen to your dreams, to your actual dreams when you're sleeping, because you could be getting a message in there, especially from a loved one who's on the other side. Someone could be trying to communicate with you and trying to give you direction or information or just encouragement, you know, as you pursue your dreams. So just keep that in mind. What else do you want to say to pile number 2, please? What is on its way to pile number 2? Ah, look at that. You have the hummingbird spirit and joy. Oh, and it's number 22. Oh, that's really cool. So your manifesting power right now is very, very strong. I feel that you're being directed, you're being led on a path that's going to align you, like in perfect alignment with whatever your dream is. And it's going to bring you incredible joy. And it's something, whatever this dream is that you have, it's something that is always going to prosper for you. It's something that will always bring you joy. And I mean, there might be some days when, you know, everything's not perfect, but you know what I'm saying? It's bringing you joy. Overall, it's bringing you joy, and it's always going to be fruitful for you. Like, it's always going to be producing some sort of like nectar for you, if you will, right? Because we have the bird and the flower here. And you're always going to be guided to like the next situation, the next place, whatever it is, so that you're continually getting like the nutrients that you need, the necessary people, places, and things that you need to keep this dream alive. Does that make sense? So what is on its way to you is, I would call it like alignment with your dreams and continued alignment with your dreams as you continue moving forward down this path of whatever your dream or goal is. What else can you tell us for pile number 2? Okay. Oh, we have Wood Nymph and Beauty, and it's number 52. So I feel that, I mean, look at this. You have joy, you have beauty coming into your life. And look at how happy this person is down here. It's like you're living your dream. There's much emotional happiness, like a lot of happiness, feeling like you've achieved something that you set out to achieve. And I feel beauty is also representing like literally watching right before your eyes your dream come true. And I feel that also there could be something here where you're either meeting people along the way, like really good friends, or people are really supporting you, like current friends or family. They really support you on this journey, and they're like with you along this journey to watch you achieve your dreams and to celebrate with you and to kind of cheer you on along the way. What is on its way to pile number 2? Okay, we have Spinach Dragon and Strength. Oh, and look, there's little ladybugs down here. So you have 3 ladybugs. Wow, that's really cool. So you have good luck on the way to you also. In multiple different areas or at multiple times, you have really, really good luck as you pursue your dream. And so you also have strength. So as you go through whatever this is, I feel like your dream is something that might be a little bit difficult. Like you love it, and it's very, very, it brings you like a lot of joy and happiness and things like that. But there's certain pieces of it that seem like they might be difficult, and something being difficult doesn't mean that it's not enjoyable, right? I mean, sometimes it means that, but not in this case. Certain days, yeah, it might not be the most fun thing, but you know, overall, this is something that you really, truly enjoy. But you have this strength to get you through those difficult times when you're pursuing your dream and you're wondering, you know, is this going to happen? Is all this hard work going to be worth it in the end? And Spirit says, yes, absolutely. And you have the strength to get through. Okay. And a lot of luck coming in for you also. I feel like you're with these 3 ladybugs here. I feel like you're in the right place at the right time multiple times. I feel like you just get like, you are able to talk to the right person at the right time, which can be literal or metaphorical for some of you, you know, kind of going back to that, you're in the right place at the right time. You get signs at the right time, you move forward at the right time, things like that with these ladybugs here. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? Okay. Gratitude. Ooh, honeydew dragon and gratitude. Yes, you're so grateful. And I feel like the gratitude comes in with these ladybugs. I feel like there's such this sense of gratitude that someone noticed you at the right time, that you noticed someone else at the right time, that you listened to your instincts, you listened to your intuition, that you followed your dreams, and that your dreams are coming to life right before your eyes. I feel like there's just this great sense of gratitude with all of that. And I feel there's also a sense of gratitude for support that you've had along the way. Like, I feel something about when I saw it here, like you might have like people cheering you on, and now I'm feeling like it could be some kind of support that other people are providing to you as you pursue your dreams. And that support is offering or creating the sense of strength for you. So that could definitely be another thing that's on its way to you, is other people somehow providing strength. And, you know, like, let's say if you're pursuing something and your significant other, let's say if you're living with someone, your significant other is supporting you and giving you strength to focus on your dreams while they're doing the majority of the work in the home. Okay, does that make sense? So it could be something like that, or it could be friends helping you out, lending you a helping hand, which is giving you more strength to go forward and to keep pursuing this and to keep the grind going until you are exactly where you want to be. Okay, so yeah, you have multiple things coming in. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? What is on its way to pile number 2? Ooh, the Justice card. Oh, interesting. Okay, so with the Justice card, first of all, I'm seeing balance is coming in for you. And another thing that's coming in, there's opportunity coming in for you. Your dream is coming in, but there's something attached to it with like a contract or something. So if you're like, let's say for instance that you're hoping to get a job, or you're hoping to start a new career or something like that, that could explain the contract, right? If your dream is to find the perfect place to live, that's also a contract, right? Whether you're buying or renting, you're still signing a contract. So I feel that certain things might be falling away and they're replaced by other things that are going to kind of fast track you into this dream that you want. Or, you know, the dream, your goal, your dream, whatever it is. So, yeah, just know that your hard work is going to pay off. You're going to be rewarded for your hard work. And I feel that the reward outweighs any hard work. You know what I mean? So it's like your hard work is not for nothing. Like, there's actually reward that is at the end of this hard work. Oops, okay, this card is alive here. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, do you see all the balance you're getting here? So to me, the Queen of Cups is always like a very balanced energy, and so is the Justice card. And so the Queen of Cups, the Queen has everything that she wants. This is literally showing you that what's on its way to you is you're literally holding your dream in your hands. It's like, wow, I put in all this hard work and here I am. And it's also, whatever this dream is, it's providing something to you. It's like giving you life or sustenance, nutrients, something like that, because you have the cup here and then you have the hummingbird with the flower here. So it's somehow giving you something. It's, I mean, obviously a sense of fulfillment and things like that, but it's also giving you fulfillment. It's like feeding your soul. That's what it is. It's like feeding your soul, especially with the bee here, because that makes me think of honey. So you have all of like these like nutrient things that I'm seeing right now with the honey, the flower, what's in this cup here. And so I feel like it's feeding your soul. So what is on its way to you is a dream that will be feeding your soul, that will be providing that exact feeling for a very, very, very long time into the future. And look, there's some sort of celebration here, because look at like the streamer here. So there's definitely some kind of celebration, and the celebration is that you're achieving your goal, your dream. And then we have the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords, there is definitely a sense of using your intuition and using your intellect to climb towards your goals. And things become easier the longer you do this. Things like your intuition gets sharper, your decisive decision-making skills become quicker. Like if you ever have to make a decision, because justice can also indicate a decision that needs to be made. So anytime you do need to make a decision, you're going to be making the right decision. Especially you have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. So and the Justice card, because the Justice card can be like weighing your options, like a pros and cons method, seeing what's best for you, taking your time, a very methodical approach to decision making. The Queen of Cups, she looks at her cup, she examines it from all different angles and then makes a decision. The King of Swords is very straightforward, looks at the facts, makes a decision, and makes the right decision. So there's also a sense of clarity coming in for you. And I think what that clarity is meaning here is that clarity of seeing your dreams unfold right in front of you. Because I got that with the Queen of Cups, and I'm getting it also with the King of Swords here. So a lot of hard work is going into something, and you're achieving exactly what you want. And that's why you have the Strength card here, because you're so strong. And you get stronger, like each step that you take, you become stronger and stronger. So you have the Chariot card here. Yeah, everything is coming together for you. All of your hard work is paying off. And like I said, it gets easier. Okay, the Chariot is the grind. This is putting, you know, all of your energy into something every single day and doing your best to make something happen. That's what the Chariot card is here. But look at how happy the Chariot is. It's like, yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm like living the life I wanted to live. Which takes me back to the Joy card and the Beauty card. It's like, yeah, I've been working very, very hard to get here, but now I'm seeing results. And my dream is literally here. And so another thing I feel with the Chariot card is that you're, you know, on the front end, you're putting in all of this hard work. And then you get to a point here where you can just kind of coast along a little bit. You're still putting in the hard work, but it becomes much easier. You have like, see, with this King of Swords, it's kind of like you've already worked out the kinks in something. You've already worked through problems. And now when anything like that might come up in the future, it's like, oh yeah, I know how to handle that. I already figured that out. And it's just, it's like you're coasting along. Everything is so much easier here. And not that you didn't enjoy this phase of your goal, but I mean, who doesn't want to kind of coast along from time to time, right? It's like, okay, let me just relax a little bit and enjoy what I've created. And I'm still working really hard. I'm still manifesting, you know, my goals. I'm setting new goals and things like that. But it's so much easier now. It's like this strength that you had here is paying off for you. And then we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So you're moving out of a time when you were just like grind, 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 work, work, work. And you're coming into a time of, I feel, kind of reflection from where you've been, where you've come from, and where you are now. And I feel that this is also where that sense of gratitude comes in with the Six of Swords, because things become easier for you. So another thing that's on its way to you, which I basically explained in the Chariot card, but any type of indecision, any type of very, very difficult decision making, a time when things seem to be going at a snail's pace or a turtle's pace, it's speeding up, okay? So you're no longer in this period of waiting, trying to figure things out, trial and error, right? So like I said, you're doing a tremendous amount of work in the beginning, and then you're still doing a lot of hard work in the middle and toward the end. Like whatever this dream is, this goal that you have, it's not like you do it and then it's done. It's something that's with you for like the rest of your life, or as long as you want it with you. And so as you continue moving through this dream, it's just like, you know what you're doing. Like, remember when you first tried to ride a bike and it was very, very difficult and you probably fell off the bike, but you get back up and you try again and you keep going. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, riding that bike is like second nature. You just do it. It's kind of an automatic thing. And that's what I'm seeing with the Six of Swords. Okay, ooh, the Fool 2.0. Oh, this is interesting. So I feel with the Fool 2.0 that there's something here where for some of you, you have tried to pursue this dream before now, and it may have been put on hold for one reason or another. And with the Fool 2.0, now is the time for you to start moving forward. Does that make sense? It's because I'm getting two things with the Fool card here. Okay, so that's the first thing, where you may have tried this before and then something stopped you from going forward, which could have been, literally any number of things depending on your particular situation. And now you may be thinking, okay, should I pursue this? Should I try it again? Or should I just give up altogether? Fool 0.0 is saying, take that leap of faith. It's going to work this time. Okay. The other thing that I'm getting with the Fool 2.0 is what I was saying just a minute ago, that whatever this dream is, this goal is, it's going to follow you for as long as you want it in your life. Okay. And then things get easier for you as you go through this journey here. Okay. And you're when I say coasting along, I don't mean like, you're not putting any effort into it anymore, but things are so much easier for you that with the Fool 2.0, you then can relax a little bit, like the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords are doing here. And that opens up the opportunity for you to go into phase 2, okay, the Fool 2.0 of a dream that you have. So let's just say, for example, that you started a business and, here, going up to the Six of Swords, you worked so hard and you finally got things going so that it's more of kind of on autopilot, like your daily itinerary, your daily, list of things to do. It's finally like, okay, I've got it all figured out. And then you're like, you know what? I've always wanted to kind of branch out from where I am right now, and I think it's time. Okay? Because the Six of Swords is showing me that you've gone through the rigors of starting something. And it's easier now, which then opens up the opportunity for you to start something new. Or, branch out or whatever it may be for you. So this can also be showing like additional opportunities that are coming in for you, things like that. So yeah, it doesn't end here, right? There's something else. So what is on its way to you? It's your original dream or starting the dream and then expansion of that dream. We have the Star card. Okay. So look at your first card here and you see all the stars here. So your dream, and then you have the Star card here. This is something that is absolutely in your heart. It's in your soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this is something you're pursuing, like a life purpose or something here, something that's definitely like one of the greatest achievements that you'll make in this lifetime. I feel like that's how you view this particular thing. So what is on its way to you? Your dream. I mean, look at the synchronicities here. Okay, exactly what you want to see. It's happening. And so as that happens, okay, you start to come into great balance in your life where you feel like you're on the right path, you're doing the right things in your life, things are coming together, things are just kind of clicking into place for you. And with that, you feel great joy, you feel great abundance, and you feel like you have everything that you need in your life to be happy. The Magician, yeah, see? You're creating the life that you've always wanted, emotionally, financially, creatively, with some passion that you have. And you can see very, very clearly that you have manifested your dream, your goal. It's there. And you have everything that you need to accomplish this. You have the skills, you have the ability to, gain any additional knowledge that you need. You have great communication skills, like all of it, okay? You have the full package that you need to accomplish this dream that you have. The Hermit card, yeah, so this makes a lot of sense. So especially, okay, let me talk about one thing first and then I'll get into the rest of it because this won't apply to everybody. But remember with the Fool 2.0, I said some of you tried to pursue this dream before and for one reason or another, it just didn't work out. And then Spirit says, yeah, it's going to work out this time. Well, in that sense, here's the Hermit card where there was a pause. Okay, and then you're getting the answers, you're getting clarity, you're getting the information that you needed, and you can then move forward as you want to pursue this goal. Okay, so that's for those of you who tried this before and for one reason or another it didn't work out then, but it's going to work out now. For the rest of you, this Hermit card is showing me like what I was saying earlier with, in the beginning, when you're trying to start something or you're trying to figure out how to pursue something, no matter what it is, there's this period of researching and, finding information and maybe going places and seeing what would work and what won't work, all of these things. So with the Hermit card, to me in this reading, this is representing you doing that research, finding those answers, getting clarity, also waiting for the right time to step into the process of pursuing this dream. All of those type of things are representative, I'm like tongue-tied. All of those things are within the Hermit card here, and they're all coming together, and you have the answers, you have the clarity, the King of Swords, any type of things that weren't completely clear, they're becoming very, very clear. And you're figuring out how exactly to make your dreams come true with this Hermit card. The Five of Wands, yeah. So with the Five of Wands, there's a theme going on here where you have some sort of difficulty that you get through. And for some of you, it's kind of like a trial and error. For others of you, it's practicing something, it's learning something, it's becoming better at something, especially because this is right below the Chariot card where this creature here is on the bike. And remember, I used the analogy of falling off the bike when you first start, and then it gets easier and easier and easier. So I'm seeing that here. This Five of Wands is representing to me like this grind that you've been putting in, and this, you know, getting stronger, becoming more focused, getting clearer, and seeing results. Seeing that you're no longer struggling and things are starting to come together for you and it's getting easier. There's another piece of information that's coming with this Five of Wands. It's not too late. Okay, some of you need to hear that it's not too late for you to pursue your particular dream, and it's not too late for you to try again. Okay? The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups makes me laugh. Okay, so what is on its way to you with the Seven of Cups? Look at the greatness that's coming in here on the Seven of Cups. It's like everything that you saw coming into your life over here when you first had this idea, it's like it's right there. You can reach out and touch it. And I feel also that there's some kind of transformation that's coming into your life based on you reaching your goal. Some of you are meeting someone. For some of you, it's like a romantic partner. For others of you, it's like a very, very special friendship. It could be like a mentor, or it could be just like a friend, just in general, that's coming out of this. There's also some very exciting, kind of unexpected things that are coming out of this that will bring you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. And I think also I think this sense of gratitude comes when you sit back and you think of your journey and you think of like how hard you worked and how you're exactly where you wanted to be when you first had this idea. The Two of Wands. Oh, wow. Okay, this Two of Wands being right below the Fool 2.0, this is so significant. So significant. And it's taken me back to what I said with the Fool 2.0. Only this is double confirmation for both things that I said about the Fool 2.0. First of all, let's look at this Two of Wands for a second. There is a lock right here on this wand, and on this wand there is a key. And then look here, there is a pathway here. So significant. And then here it looks like a pentacle on this pathway. So what this is telling me, first of all, those of you who tried to pursue this dream before and it didn't work out, this is double confirmation here that it's time for you to make a decision about pursuing this dream again. And Spirit says this is the right time to pursue it. It's going to work out this time. There was something off about the timing earlier. So everything's going to come together this time. The other thing I'm seeing with this Two of Wands is that expansion that I was talking about for the rest of you. And for those of you, let me backtrack for 1 second here. Those of you who tried to do this before and it didn't work out, and now is the right time for you to go forward, I feel like the rest of what I'm about to say will apply to you as well, but a little bit further into the future. Okay, because you're kind of going through a dual process here, okay? So what I'm about to say will also be on its way to you, but just a little bit down the road. So for those of you who at this point here, you're seeing your goal, you're seeing your dreams realized, okay? Then when you get here, this is showing me that expansion where you have a decision to make about expanding and branching out into another area or adding something new to your dream, to your goal, and being very successful with that as well. So that is your reading. That is what I have for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Apatite crystal, and your card is Prosperity. So, what is on its way to you? You can clearly see here that prosperity is on its way to you. So, I feel like you are possibly getting a windfall of money. I feel for the majority of you, some kind of hard work that you have been putting into something is paying off. So let's say that you've been trying to get a new job or jumpstart a new career, something like that. I feel like this new beginning is going to bring in a pretty significant increase in your income. Okay. It could be any number of things. You might have an idea, you're able to sell this idea, and you could have a windfall that comes in from that. You could be getting a promotion or a raise. You could be starting a new business, and it's going to be hugely successful. Okay. So it just depends on, where you are in your individual life, because this is a general reading. So, it'd be impossible to, pinpoint every single little detail with everyone watching, but, overall, your hard work is paying off, and, there's, great finances that are coming in for you. So I feel also another thing that's coming your way is a feeling of relief, a feeling of accomplishment, things like that, because you've finally gotten to this point. So it's like, oh, finally, my hard work is paying off. And it's something that's going to last also. I feel like this stream of income is long lasting. It's not like, for most of you, it's not like, actually, no, I feel for, pile number 3, it doesn't just end here, because even if you have a windfall that comes in, like you have a huge lump sum, like let's say you sold a product or something like that, I see you investing so that you are still seeing this prosperity continually coming into your life. And then if you, let's say you got a promotion or something like that, I feel like this prosperity coming in, like it doesn't end here. So you could get this promotion and then another promotion, or, something like that. I'm sure you get the picture. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing so far. All right, what else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? What is on its way to pile number 3? So you have the Crystal Cave and Trust. So I feel that it's important for you to know that this is happening. There's no stopping this, okay? So yeah, just trust in the process. Trust that, because with Crystal Cave, and this is also number 9, which corresponds to the Hermit card in the tarot deck, I feel like you've been waiting for this for some time. And some of you may be questioning, is this coming into my life, or have I been wasting my time? No, it's on its way, okay? And just be patient. Just know that things are gonna get, like if you're having financial difficulty right now, just know that things are gonna get much, much easier for you. All right, what else do you want to say to pile number 3, please? What is on its way to pile number 3? We have Willow Spirit and Flexibility. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I feel that this prosperity that's coming into your life is going to also bring flexibility into your life. So that's another thing that's coming into your life. So you could have flexibility because you first had the prosperity, and then comes the flexibility. I also feel like it's something to do with, so there's flexibility in having greater finances, greater abundance, things like that, because then you have the flexibility to, buy things that you really want, or to, pick up a hobby that was expensive, something like that. But there's also something coming in that's on its way to you with flexibility in kind of like your daily life, aside from what I just said. So I don't know if it's like a job that's coming in where you have flexibility, or if you're creating a business and in that business you want to have flexibility with your schedule, something like that. So whatever it is for your particular situation, flexibility is definitely connected to whatever's coming into your life. So again, like the other piles, there's multiple things coming into your life. And Spirit says, just remember, trust. Everything is coming together for you. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 3? What is on its way to pile number 3? Okay. Oh, so you have Kiwi, Dragon, and Fertile. Yeah, so abundance is coming in. It's like this is the perfect time for you to pursue something. This is the perfect time for opportunities to appear to you. This time of waiting is coming to an end. So fertile, an idea that you have, it's like you're giving birth to something, and once you create something, it takes off. Okay, your ideas that you have, anything like that, it's just like your environment is ripe for new opportunities. There's huge transformation going on here, because if you look at these two cards here, so you have trust here, where you're in the cave, you're working on something, you're hoping something happens, you know, you're looking for ways to make something happen here. And then all of a sudden what happens is you have this fertility, you have the butterfly. So things start to take shape, things start to transform, and things start to move. And that's when you get this great prosperity coming in. What else for pile number 3? You have Watermelon, Dragon, and Success. And look, you have another butterfly here. That is just amazing. So another thing that's coming in for you is success, which, yeah, you could say success and prosperity can go together, right? In the sense of you can have success without prosperity, but prosperity can a lot of times equal success to a lot of people, right? Some people don't care about money. Other people want money, and that's like their main goal, right? And then other people are like, you know, I'm so glad that this dream that I have will bring the prosperity with it. So no matter, you know, no matter what it is, you have prosperity coming in, you have success coming in, and it's something that's going to continue. It's not something that's going to, you know, come in and then go out of your life. It's something that's going to be there for you. It's something that's going to help support you with your future aspirations. Yeah, great success is coming in for you. Spirit says trust in your abilities to make this happen. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Okay. I was going to shuffle more, and I was like, no, that felt like we need to stop. Okay. Ooh, see? You have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel a lot of you, this has something to do with career, like a career change, getting a new job, starting a business, possibly even moving somewhere completely new and starting your life all over. No matter what it is, you have great success coming in for you. This is a great new beginning. There is a lot of hard work connected to this. And definitely with the Ace of Pentacles, especially being below the Trust card here in the Crystal Cave, this is not something that's happening overnight. This is something that you have worked so hard for, so hard. You have put in the hard work, and you're going to be rewarded for that greatly with the Prosperity card here. So hold the vision, trust that if it's taking a little while for it to come to fruition, have no doubt it is going to appear in your life. And then we have the King of Cups. Yeah. So you have prosperity, you have this great sense of, see, there's like a sense of freedom that's coming in here, and this flexibility with the right above the King of Cups here. I'm picking up from the King of Cups where it's like, I'm on top of my game. I'm exactly where I hoped I would be. I'm exactly where I planned to be. I'm exactly where I climbed up the ladder to be, right? It's like all that hard work is paying off, and you can kind of sit back for a minute and look at your progress and see how successful you've been. And there's a great sense of like gratitude and fulfillment here. And your cup is full. Like, you have the money to fill your cup with whatever you want, right? And it is an amazing feeling. I can feel the energy here. It's exciting. It's like you want to cry from happiness. And it's also like this great weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Okay, so I feel like that's where the sense of freedom is coming in, where it's like, it might not be complete and total financial freedom where you could go, purchase a home that's $250 million. I mean, for some of you, absolutely, that's possible. But, for the majority of people, that's probably not happening for every single person watching this, right? Some of you, yes, absolutely, that's definitely going to happen with this prosperity here. But for others of you, that financial freedom could literally be like, oh my gosh, I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay for my groceries, or I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay for my home, and in that sense, you have financial freedom where you're like, wow, I actually have some leeway here where I can take a vacation. I can buy myself a nice present, or, a nice gift for my family, or whatever it is. So you see, it's all relative to what you want and what will bring you that sense of freedom. Does that make sense? But regardless of what you want, like what you want is what you're getting here. So yeah, it's a great sense of freedom and just a huge, huge relief that comes in from this prosperity. So you have the Death card here. So this is saying goodbye to your old life and walking into a new life. And it's connected to that sense of freedom, that sense of relief, the flexibility, okay, where you no longer have to worry about things that you used to worry about because you have this prosperity over here, okay? It's a whole new life. It's a whole new way of living for you. And you did not get here by sitting back and waiting for something to happen. This was a lot of hard work, and you deserve it. You deserve this prosperity that's coming in for you. And so another thing that's on its way to you is like this new way of living, this new perspective almost on things. I'm almost feeling like for a lot of you, once you have this flexibility, once you have this prosperity where you actually feel comfortable financially, for some of you, you kind of shift your focus when it comes to finances, where it's like now that you can have, pretty much what you want, you almost don't want the things that you used to want before you had the money. Does that make sense? I'm kind of feeling that here. So, and then others of you are like, no, I still want everything I wanted before. And I mean, that's perfectly fine. That's great because you can now afford it, right? But yeah, for some of you, there's kind of a shift. It's like, oh, okay, well, now that I have it, now that I have this prosperity, I don't necessarily want those things that I wanted before when I couldn't have them, right? So anyway, just a little kind of side note there. Okay, so we have the Justice card. Yeah, things are much, much more balanced for you. You have the ability to bring things into your life that complement your success, that make things easier for you, things that balance your life, like everything just, it just flows. Everything is easier. You can also cut out things that were weighing you down. So it could be, paying off your bills, paying off your debt, things like that. So that's another way that what's on its way to you is balance, because you no longer have things holding you back. You no longer have things weighing you down. And that's where the sense of freedom and flexibility comes in also, where once you get to this point, then you have additional freedom to pursue other goals that you have, that you could not have done if you did not have this prosperity here. So those goals could be, maybe starting a second business or buying things that you've always wanted to buy. Maybe you want to buy, a, beautiful home, or you want to buy a boat or take, long vacations and trips somewhere. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here with the Justice card. And we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. This heaviness is on its way out. You don't have to worry about this ever again, okay? It's on its way out. And it's interesting that you have the Death card and the Ten of Swords in between, or on the side of the Justice card here, because the Ten of Swords, the 10 itself means that this situation, this cycle in your life is coming to an end. What's coming into your life, so it's coming to an end, which we can clearly see with the Death card here. There's like a new dawn, a new day is rising, right? And it's what's coming in is more balanced. Like I said, you don't have to deal with this Ten of Swords ever again. And it's going to be such a relief for you, such a relief. It's like, wow, I can breathe again. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. Look at all this balance you have coming in. I feel like there's another opportunity. There's something else that's coming in for you. Yeah, because I keep feeling like this might be your initial thing here. And then like with the Ace of Pentacles, there's almost like a new idea. And then with the Justice card, this particular Justice card, and then this Two of Pentacles, I'm feeling like you might be doing two things at once. Something that's still connected to this initial prosperity here, but then it's almost like you slowly transition into something new here. So for a little while, you might be doing two things at once and you're very successful. See, that could be where the Fertile card comes in here. And also the flexibility, because now you have the flexibility to possibly do two things at once. And you have all these opportunities, all, these ideas and things with the Fertile card here. And it's like you have that ability. Things flow very, very easy for you, and you can handle two things at once. Yeah, and it's also like how I told you that this prosperity, it doesn't just come in and then leave. It's like here. And for those of you who have like a lump sum, like a lump payment or something like that, it doesn't end there, because then you invest your money into something else. And also with the Justice card, like this is pointing to, a possible new job, a new career, a new business, some kind of contract where you might have a lump sum coming in, okay? And it's exactly that ends this Ten of Swords, which then leads to this balance with the Two of Pentacles. The Six of Swords, yeah, do you see you have all these cards showing that the very, very difficult times are coming to an end? They're coming to an end. It is, I feel like there was so much anxiety, there was so much worry and tears for some of you attached to the before. Okay, so what happened before the prosperity came in? It was a struggle. It was a huge struggle. And that's why Spirit says trust. Trust in the universe. Trust that it's on its way to you and your life is going to change. It's huge. You have the Death card here, which means that there's a huge transformation coming in for you. And it's going to be so much different. I mean, it's night and day. And for some of you, it might be an adjustment, getting used to your new situation, because it's going to be so much different. But Spirit says just trust. Trust in the universe. Everything's going to balance out. Everything's going to work for you. You have the Magician card. I feel like you are basically mastering the ability to manifest exactly what you want. So and this has been kind of a theme lately that I'm seeing, that this is a fantastic time to manifest what you want. Write it down, send it out into the universe, and it's going to come back to you. So what is on its way to you? I feel exactly what you've been manifesting is on its way to you. And it's going to be something that is tangible, like something that you can see, right? Especially because you have prosperity here. So you're going to see the numbers in your bank account going up, right? You're going to see that if you want additional opportunities after this one here, you're going to manifest those, okay? And I really do feel like this has something to do with career or job or selling a product or something like that because of this Ace of Pentacles here. Or it could be that you're moving somewhere new and that sparks this whole journey, and then it leads to this prosperity here. So we have the Knight of Wands. With the Knight of Wands, there's nothing that can stop you. You're like a force right now. And I feel this prosperity is connected to something that you enjoy. So it's kind of like you have this dual thing going on here where you really enjoy it. So this could be connected to like a passion that you have in your life, pursuing a career that you're very passionate about, an idea you're very passionate about, and it brings in this great prosperity, especially because like that's one reason why you're so successful, because you're pursuing something that you have this great interest in, which then, brings in that level of success. So, yeah, I feel also with the Knight of Wands, did I say this with the flexibility card? I'm not sure, but things become easier for you. I mean, obviously when, you don't have to worry about money like you used to, that we see here in this reading, obviously it's going to become easier. But there's something about figuring things out, or it could even be like how you got to this point. It was very, very difficult getting here. And now that you're here, pursuing future opportunities is easier because you've already kind of put in the hard work here, something like that. And so it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I did all this here, and now when I'm going to do it again here, it's going to be much easier. Like I already know exactly where I need to go, who I need to talk to, and things like that. So then we have the Two of Swords. With the Two of Swords, delays are over. Things start coming together. Because I feel that there was some sort of delay. There was some sort of thinking that maybe it wasn't going to happen. And that's why you have the Trust card here. It could have also been what I was saying with the Knight of Wands, where there was something that you needed to figure out, some kind of information you needed, or research, or maybe things were kind of really slow going. Things were kind of even on hold for a minute. There were delays, things like that. And if you're going through that right now, Spirit is telling me that you're going to have creative solutions to any problems that you have. You're going to find answers to questions that you have, whether you're getting that from doing research or talking to people, or someone kind of appearing in your life that helps you. That assistance is coming in, and there's movement forward. Because especially with the flexibility card here and the Two of Swords, it's kind of like I said earlier, it seems like right now things aren't completely flexible, but that changes. And so it could change with like your schedule and things that I said earlier with the flexibility card. But it could also be that you're kind of at a standstill right now, and then there's flexibility, and then you can move forward. And then that's when the prosperity starts rolling in. The Eight of Wands, yeah, see what I was just saying is, that flexibility happens, and then you can move forward. And that's exactly when the prosperity starts to come in for you. So it does seem like there's been some sort of delay, or maybe you feel like you didn't know if this thing was going to happen, and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it's like it happens overnight. It's like all of a sudden it's here. And that's why, remember I said earlier, for some of you, excuse me, for some of you, it may feel overwhelming, okay? Because it happens so quickly. And Spirit says, don't worry, you're going to figure everything out. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to handle this success very well, very well. Okay, let's look at your last card. The Nine of Swords. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know, as we close out your reading, that you need to trust in the universe, trust that the prosperity is coming in. It's going to happen. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, you have this great idea. You're on a great path. However, this path is not without having to figure things out. There could possibly be some delays as you move forward on this path. Stay open. Keep your intuition clear and open, and be open to creative solutions, creative possibilities, things like that. So the Nine of Swords, this is saying that your greatest fear of this not working out is just that. It's a fear. It's not going to happen. Things are going to balance out for you. And I feel like you wait and wait and wait for something. And Spirit says, keep grinding, keep working at something, keep the faith, keep trusting in the universe, stay flexible. Okay, now I'm getting even an additional meaning with flexible. Stay flexible and be open to opportunities or options that you didn't think about before with the Knight of Wands, okay? So don't be afraid to look at things outside the box as you go forward, because your situation, you have this amazing prosperity here, but there are a few little things here that feel a little bit tricky to me. There's kind of a little bit of a tricky energy with certain, like you get a certain distance on this path, and then the Two of Swords, it's like, oh, hold on, there's a problem here. There's something I need to figure out. And then you start moving. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Is there another problem? Do I need to figure this out? And then you kind of sometimes I feel like not all the time, but on certain days, you have this Nine of Swords, so you have this fear of, is this really going to work out, or am I wasting my time? And that's why Spirit says, trust in the process. Certain delays are put there on your path to kind of rework your path a little bit. You may need to shift a little bit here, shift a little bit there in order to get this prosperity. So just be patient, trust, be flexible, and just know that this is all on its way to you. Okay, so fertility is on its way to you. Success is on its way to you. Amazing prosperity is on its way to you. Balance, you know, all of it. You're manifesting this idea. It's coming to life. So that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.